Now let us go into the different types of IDD tools that can be used in order to allow the stakeholders to utilize or maximize the benefits of the IDD approach. Now, IDD leverage very heavily on ICT, and ICT refers to information and communication technology. Yeah. So ICT covers any product. The product can be a hardware, it can be a software, it can be a service that creates, captures, verifies, manipulates, stores, retrieves, transmits, or receives information. Basically, it's anything under the sun, or anything under the sun. So ICT facilitates the functioning of various these virtual design and construction tools. So this chart shows you the likelihood versus the impact of the various ICT tools that is available. So on the highest end here, you can see integrated beam, is going to have the highest impact, and extremely likely to be used, whereas on the lower end here, you can see that this using drone, for example, it has some impact and is relatively likely to be used. So in between, there are different types of ICT tools that is shown here. There could be more than what you see here. It's just to give you an idea that some of the ICT tools that we may want to use may be very impactful but not very likely because of various reasons, or it could be very likely but not very impactful, again because of different reasons. So that's why we need to make sure that we know what to expect when we are using the particular ICT tools. So since integrated beam is very impactful and very likely to be used by the stakeholders in this IDD approach, so we will discuss a little bit about how come or what beam can offer, or what beam can offer in the next few slides. Beam can offer a lot of value across the this life cycle of the project, right from the initial stage to the design stage, to the analysis stage, to the scheduling stage, followed by the fabrication, construction, and finally handing over. Even when it has been handed over, beam can continue to offer value to the client when the client is doing operation and maintenance of his building as well as renovation. So across the whole life cycle of the project, beam can offer a lot of benefits. So these are the benefits that beam offer during the design and engineering stage. So you can basically use building information modeling to do your parametric modeling and create your object libraries for your different building components. Then you can make use of beam to carry out construction and crash detection and analysis. You can use it to coordinate the different design disciplines, the mechanical piping, the aircon ductwork, so on and so forth. You can have an integrated design construction process. And you can use beam in a form of integration of a few data from laser scanning on site, data repository for analytics optimized design, and the model input to simulate, and for rapid prototyping, data delivery integration for performance analysis. That is during the design and engineering stage. Now, if you then go on to the next phase, the construction phase, the beam model itself can be used for construction planning and scheduling. It can be used to make the tender more effective and accurate. It can be used for coordinations by the different subcontractors and suppliers. It can be used for continuous system and integration across the different parties. So there can be data exchange, with project management tools, okay, on the BIM model itself. So the BIM model can be input for prefabrication and additive manufacturing, that means 3D printing. Okay, the BIM model input, okay, to automate, okay, and for autonomous equipment, yeah, or you can have data exchange with construction monitoring and surveying tools incorporated into the BIM model, so that you can get real-time data sharing, integration, and coordination. When the project is handed over to the client, BIM can continue to serve its purpose. Okay, it can serve its purpose mainly in the form of storage, maintenance, and utilization of the available building information inside the model. So it can be a platform for virtual handling and commissioning. It can be a data repository site for facility and asset management system. It can be a data platform for condition monitoring and predictive maintenance. It can be a building information support for renovation or even demolition when the time comes. Autodesk. Autodesk is one of the key software providers or vendors that is very proactive in providing the whole suite of software to support building information modeling. Okay, so when you are using IDD, most of the time you will be also using in one way or another Autodesk products, okay, to create or to support your this BIM model. Another software that is also widely used is the MicroStation. Okay, the MicroStation, right? You can see here during the conceptualization stage, okay, there are different suite of this Autodesk software that can be used for the initial planning stage, okay, to the design stage, yeah, to the implementation documentation stage, yeah, to the construction stage, and also to the operation and maintenance stage. So it is really very comprehensive, yeah, Autodesk. Now, other than the building information modeling, which I mentioned just now is the most impactful, okay, and the most likely IDD tool to be used, you can have other IDD tools that is deployed on the construction site for the stakeholders. It can be, for example, smartphones and tablets, simply because smartphones and tablets are very commonly available nowadays. Okay, so the mobile technologies could be used to enable real-time communication and collaboration between the project parties, and it will improve the efficiency of the work process, allow easy access to documents, including drawings, permits, and even the 3D model. As an example, the mobile technologies, for example, the smartphone and your tablets, can allow the site people, okay, to carry out group receive notes, to carry out progress monitoring, to serve as a substitute, okay, electronic medium for the site diary, to do task allocation, to monitor, okay, the staff activity, yeah, or to carry out OMM inspection, for health and safety monitoring, for quality inspection, for drawing and model visualization, as well as site to design communication. These are some of the possible tasks, okay, that the mobile technologies like tablet or handphone can do. Nowadays, there are many mobile apps that allow access to a light, that means the data light version, okay, of the BIM model. Some of these tablets enable tagging, measurement, and access to live backend database. Yeah. So whether using a viewer to access the information on the viewer or working directly on a live model residing in the cloud, mobile BIM applications is pretty mature as of now, okay, compared to 5 years ago. Okay. So the technology typically involves, okay, either the RFID system, okay, or barcode system. This slide here show you some of the different apps that can be downloaded. Okay, some apps are freeware, some you have to pay subscription, and shows you the different types of these attributes, okay, that can be done, okay, or can be used for the on these apps. Besides the mobile phone and tablets, we can also make use of virtual reality and augmented reality, or a combination of virtual and augmented reality. We call it mixed reality, as a form of ICT tool to enable us to use the IDD approach. Augmented reality is a technology that superimposes a computer-generated image on a user's view of the real world, thus providing a composite view. For example, you can see here, okay, a augmented reality showing you a series of underground pipings that is below the street. Virtual reality is a computer-generated simulation of a 3D image or environment that can be interacted with in a seemingly real or physical way by a person using a special electronic equipment such as a head-mounted display with a screen inside, or glove fitted with sensors. So all these mixed reality tools can be used for visualization, training, inspection, collaboration, or work instructions. You can use mixed reality to spot hidden hazards, okay, such as live wire, misplaced ladders, or workers with his protective goggles on the top of his hard hat. Or a real accident on a job site could be recreated virtually to teach workers on how to avoid the same mistakes. Training on how to perform their daily duties in a virtual environment, such as navigating confined places, can also be done through mixed reality. Training on safety setting up of welding or preventing fires from breaking out on the job can also be done using mixed reality. Robotic total station can also be used on site to replace having to have at least 2 operators using a normal total station. It will allow the stakeholder to perform all job site layout and measurement tasks for maximum flexibility and cost savings. So when you are using a robotic total station, only one operator will need to be handling the robotic total station. We'll talk more about that when I come to the individual tools in one of the lectures later part of this module. You can also have a 3D scanner that is placed on the job site to carry out the scanning, okay, of interior or exterior of your project site. The function of a 3D scanner includes, among other things, collecting geospatial data, collecting volumes, okay, or determination of overhead clearance, architectural documentation, deviation detection, pre-design engineering, okay, or facility upgrades or expansion, construction verification, or as-built surveying. The 3D scanner can also be fitted onto drones, okay, to allow a more extensive data collection. And the data that is collected, okay, can be converted into a BIM model. So the 3D scanner captures complex structures that can be later turned into an object-based model. Okay, we call it scan to BIM. Drone is also another one of the common IDD tools that can be used. These are some of the different uses of a drone. We will also have a detailed discussion on drone in one of the later lectures. Another useful IDD tool will be the automated construction equipment. That will allow improvement of availability of the individual equipment, enhance the utilization of the company's entire fleet, use the equipment better across the companies. We will discuss some of this, okay, again in one of the lectures, okay, in the later part of this module.